The cat, because tail's wagging and Bernoulli is a brat. Adam's in a hurry, he's starting for a test.
Hello, Twitter/X family.
Bernoulli's on a
There's
mission,
Chris.
doing everything in sight. But Bunsen's on beauty,
Just waiting to join live.
everything all right. Bunsen's in the chat,
Echoed
better
it.
watch the back, sending yellow bells and cracking up the pack. From the cat to the beaver, even mom's in the mix. Oh, Bunsen's in the chat.
Hey, Chris, we're just waiting for you on live.
Bunsen's in the chat, better watch the back, sending yellow bells and cracking up the pack. From the cat to the beaver, even mom's in the mix. Oh, Bunsen's in the chat, let the good time go. Woof, woof, Bunsen's on the go now. Woof, woof, we're gonna have a good time.
Hey Jason, will you be sending me a StreamYard link?
Yeah, I sent you the wrong one. That's my bad. I'm sorry about that.
Watch the back, sending LOLs and cracking up the back. From the cat to the beaver.
All right, hello everybody. We'll get started right away. People are complaining it's just me and it's not the dogs today on Instagram. No, we have a guest once Chris joins live. It's going to be a different show today. I know we're kind of new to folks joining on Instagram this last year. But for a while on Pet Chat, we had guests all the time. We're just going to wait for Chris to join the live, and then we'll get going. I do have Bernoulli. Excuse me. I do have Bernoulli here, so you might see him from time to time wander through. Bum, 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 bum. Chris, you doing okay with your tech? We'll give her another minute. There we go. Perfect. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, you ready to get started?
I am.
Okay. Hello, pet enthusiasts. My name is Jason Zakowski. I am the dog dad of Bunsen, Beaker, and Bernoulli, and now the cat dad to Bricks, the science animals of social media. My co-host with the mostest is...
Hi there. I'm Chris Sikowski. I am the dog mom to Bunsen, Beaker, Bernoulli, and the cat mom to Bricks, and cat grandma to Ginger. I don't know. I think I've elevated my status.
You've got Bricks with you right now, hey?
I do. I'm playing with him.
Well, we have a special guest today. I'd like to welcome to the stage Dr. Andy Honda. Andy,
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you guys?
We are so good. We're thrilled to have you.
Thank you for having me.
And you have Koa that's right behind you, correct?
Yes, this is Koa. He wanted to say hi today.
So I believe it was your agent reached out to us, and you're a perfect fit. Just real quick, could you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and then we'll maybe get into Koa.
So I grew up in Hawaii. I have an MD by training. I started my career in clinical research, where I discovered what really worked in medicine. I then transitioned into the pharmaceutical industry, where I blend science and storytelling to help people understand complex concepts.
Were you when you were little, were you the kid that always wanted to be a doctor, or did you get into that a little bit later?
I've always been curious about the hows and whys of life. That curiosity really led me to medicine.
And Koa is your therapy dog. Did I get that correct? Koa is a therapy dog?
Yes.
And what really touched my heart is that you, as an MD, you have your hat as a doctor some days, and then you take your hat off and you go with Koa. Could you tell everybody a little bit about what you do with Koa as a therapy dog?
Yeah, so Koa loves kids. So we volunteer at a children's hospital and a school with kids with special needs. We usually go on Fridays. It fits best in our schedules. But he brings calmness and joy to wherever he goes.
So just for people who are popping in on the live, our guest today is Dr. Andy Honda. If you have some questions, you can type them up. I will answer them as I can. And especially those of you on Instagram, I have to hop between the two screens. And then in a second, well, if the people on Twitter have questions, they can come up. So one of the things I read about what you do with Koa are these paw printed Christmas cards. Could you, what's going on there?
Yeah. So last Christmas we made these Christmas cards. The kids would help put his paw prints on a card. They would decorate it, and then they would take it home as a keepsake. We even had this little photo center where they would hold up their card and take a photo next to Koa. Those smiles is reminds me why we do this work.
I kind of jumped the gun. What Koa's a Rhodesian Ridgeback? Did I get that correct?
Yes.
What's the story behind how you met Koa, got Koa, if you're comfortable sharing?
Of course. So I was actually looking for a running partner, and Rhodesian Ridgebacks are top 5 long distance runners. Yep. They were bred to hunt lions in Africa. And so that's why I chose a Ridgeback. So every morning we run through Central Park, except this morning, because, you know, if it was 30 degrees, but felt like 20. And, you know, for someone who's from Hawaii and a dog that's from Africa, we don't do that.
Well, we're in central Alberta, Canada. I don't know if you want to know what it was for us this morning.
Don't you guys have a storm right now?
We had a storm last week, but we have some Arctic weather that's come in. It was minus 25 degrees Celsius today.
I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to walk my dog in that.
Even well, the Berners do okay. We've got Bernese Mountain Dogs, and of course they're mountain dogs. Mm-hmm. But our Golden, she was like not super thrilled with how cold it is.
You just open the door and then they run out and they just watch from the door.
For her, the Berners will go and stay. They won't want to come back, and they love the snow. Chris, how are you doing with the weather? Would you rather have some New York weather?
New York or actually Hawaii. Hawaii sounds great.
Hawaii sounds great right now. Yeah.
What was the training to get Koa to be a therapy dog? Like that's, yeah. I'm just curious.
Yeah. So it's 2 months of training, and then there are 2 exams. One where you role play kind of sort of the kind of scenarios or situations that you might be in, and then you just have to pass those. And then you do an in-person one where the trainer comes and watches you do a visit. And then every year after that, you have to get recertified. And it really is just the test, that the situational tests.
Gotcha.
Additionally, Koa is a crisis response therapy dog. So we got a second certification for that. So now in case there's a sudden death or a sudden emergency, Koa can then go and provide support for that.
Did you train Koa yourself, or how did that work?
Yeah. So when I got Koa, I believe that the best life with a dog is that you have a shared communication or shared language to communicate. And because Koa is 96 pounds now, but he was only 18 pounds then, I knew I only weigh 120 and I'm 5 feet tall. So he's basically my size. So in order for us to be able to have our best life and not me in the hospital every day, we needed that language. And so I spent a year training with him. So we had that shared language so we could communicate what he needed, what I needed, and how we're going to get our best life together. It wasn't until about 5 years ago when I was chatting with my friend and I was looking for a different way to make a difference. Service has always been a big part of my life, and I was just looking at a different way to do it. And she had mentioned that Koa was the perfect temperament to be a therapy dog. He's calm, he's gentle, he's empathetic. He has this really soulful eyes. And she had mentioned that maybe I should consider a therapy dog. And I actually never thought of it. And because of that, that's how we got into the work.
Nice. So you're in New York City, and Chris and I went to New York City actually. How long ago did we go to New York City? Like it's almost 10 years now.
Yeah, 2016.
2016. So almost 10 years ago. And like we had a great time. Like very cool.
What time of year did you go?
Sorry.
What time of year was it?
Well, we're both teachers, so we went in the summer. So we,
Got it.
right,
Mhm.
but
Is it
this is leading into the next part where
Mhm.
like a lot of the people were very friendly and like we're very inquisitive Canadians. And they're all like, you really need to come back at Christmas time because that's when New York really shines. And I'm like, well, that might be a hard, a hard flight to get at Christmas time. But I guess that leads us into like the stuff that you're doing with Koa to promote different parts of New York City, like both for kids and for Christmas. And
Yeah.
I was
So
wondering if you could talk about that a bit.
Yeah, so I actually have a children's book series inspired by our daily adventures in New York City. So book 3 is Christmas time in New York City. It is my favorite time of the year. It is very magical. So this book takes children on a holiday adventure through New York City. We visit some of the most beloved traditions. We start off with the Macy Day Parade. We visit the Rockefeller Christmas tree. We skate with friends at Wilmot Rink. This story blends fun facts about the city with a story that celebrates that magic of the season. It was actually inspired by our Christmas morning tradition. Every year, we walk down Fifth Avenue where they have all the stores have the window displays. And every year it changes. And this, I'm excited to see this year's one. Then we stop by the Rockefeller Christmas tree. It is the tree to always see. This year's one is 75 feet tall and 11 tons. So I'm excited to see that one. It's going to be the lighting ceremonies on the 3rd of next month. And then we walk down to the Bryant Park Winter Village and we have lunch.
Is it a dog friendly place to have lunch?
So Bryant Park. Yeah, Bryant Park's an outdoor space.
Yeah.
And what they do for the winter is they do this winter village where there's skating, there's stalls for shopping and food. So it really is an outdoor event. Everything that we do for Christmas on our morning tradition is dog friendly.
Oh, I got you. I have to put my head on like a different swivel that it's not going to be as cold for you guys on Christmas Day as it is for us. And if you're eating lunch outside here, you're going to die. Like you'll just freeze to death. So I was just like, where are you having lunch? But it's obviously not as cold as it is for us. I apologize for getting confused there.
Oh, no. I mean, at 30 degrees, it's cold for me. So if it's under 30, we're probably not doing all of the stops that we normally do. But last year was really warm. It was probably like in its 40s. And we spent maybe 4 hours on our tradition.
I was talking to some of our the friends that we've made through our social media account about the Macy's Day Parade. You might find this kind of hilarious, but I didn't know it was real. I thought it was just a bit in Seinfeld because Seinfeld takes place in New York City, right? And there's like an episode where Elaine's boss, Mr. Peterman, has this big float fall on him. And I just thought it was a gag for the show. I didn't know it was a real thing, literally until I was like in my late 20s. And then I was like, oh my God, that's a real thing. I thought it was just a gag for the show. So anyways, kind of just a silly thing there. Oh, are you froze, Dr. Honda? Dr. Honda looks froze. We might have to get her back in a sec. Well, Chris has bricks.
I think I lost you guys for a second.
Yeah, your picture's frozen. Oh, there we're back. I think you're good.
Okay, great. So I heard Elaine, and then I didn't hear anything else.
You heard what? Sorry?
I heard about Elaine's boss.
Yeah, in a nutshell, Elaine's boss, Mr. Peterman, he has a big float fall on him, and I didn't like it's a gag in the show. I think one of the idiots that's part of Seinfeld accidentally popped it, because they're always causing chaos. And I just thought it was a gag for the show. I didn't know it was a real thing until I was in my late 20s. So
no, it was the 99th year this past, I guess 2 days ago.
Oh
yeah. What my favorite thing to do is actually go the day before, and you can actually watch them inflate the balloons.
Oh wow, because they're enormous, right?
They are.
They're floating up halfway the skyscraper. So
Yeah. This year it was really windy on Thursday. And so they had these nettings on it to keep them down.
and the book that you're referencing is Koa's Rough Life, Christmas Time in New York City. Is that correct?
Yes.
Where can people find that book?
Anywhere online, at Amazon, Barnes and Noble. It's also on our website. If you do purchase it through our website, as an exclusive, Koa will sign it for you.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
Like with a potograph.
Mhm.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Chris, we both bring our dog. Like this is Bernoulli right here. He's a goober. So this is Bernoulli right here. He's a good boy. We sometimes bring our dogs to school. They're not therapy dogs, but we sometimes sneak them in, and they love seeing the kids.
Well, we don't sneak them in. We do get permission because we definitely respect the service dog and therapy dog accreditations. Yeah, so we don't make any assumptions or presumptions that we can do that. We definitely get permission. Because if people just slap a vest on a dog, then it ruins it for everybody.
You mentioned you have a other series of books. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So book 1 is based on our morning runs in Central Park. So it's Koa's Adventure to Central Park Zoo, where you journey through the day through him. So we go from the Upper West Side where we live, we go through Central Park, and then we visit the zoo itself, and you learn about all the animals that live there. Book 2 is Bryant Park Scavenger Hunt, where we find things in Bryant Park that are actually there. So there's this hidden door. We go to see the lions at the New York Public Library, and that is based on just our picnics in Bryant Park. This series in general is a love letter to New York City. It's celebrating its history and capturing its spirit and heart.
So I have a question. If you were to come to New York City with the dog, where are some places you would go? Like, just because you have all of these great ideas, and you do love taking Koa everywhere.
There's so many places to go. I mean, there's. So I live in the Upper West Side, so I'm a Manhattan girl. So I love seeing anything Manhattan. So once a year we'll go to like the FiDi area where there's that statue where that fearless girl is. There's the bull, and then you can then see the Statue of Liberty. If you like I'll go shopping with him too. So you can go almost any mall and shop with him. Macy's also allows dogs in it. I love outdoor dining. Outdoor dining came to be very popular during COVID, and there's still a lot of places that outdoor dines, and Koa loves people watching, so we outdoor dine a lot. I always recommend, because it's my favorite place, is Central Park, especially before 9 a.m. It is off leash hours, and it's absolutely amazing. It's quieter than most of the other times during the day, but there's also a lot of friendly dogs and friendly dog parents that are there.
Nice. I have really fun when we went to Central Park. Was I think my favorite place that we went. It's huge. We walked for hours, and if I'm not mistaken, I think like we crisscrossed it a bunch of times to different museums. If I'm thinking back.
Yep. So on Fifth Avenue, which is on the east side, it is Museum Mile is what they call it, where there's a bunch of museums. And then on the west side, there's a few. So I live next to the American Museum of Natural History. So you can go between the two. There's a few others on the west side, but most of them are on the east.
Oh, okay.
You cannot take your dog into museums, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. We went to the Natural History Museum, I think, Chris.
Yeah, we did. We went there. We went to the Met.
Right.
Of course,
Mhm.
we were traveling without dogs at that point, and we saw some Broadway shows. It was a great experience when we went. And Jason found this really cozy diner that we actually ate at every day
Oh, okay.
for breakfast and supper because
Yeah, it
he
was
just loved
awesome.
it so much. Yeah.
There's so many places to go. You have to try new places next time.
Yeah. I think the issue is that Chris is a vegetarian, and
Okay.
we would go into some places and they wouldn't have much selection.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
yeah, and that's what we were always told. They're like, "Oh, there's so many." I'm like, "Well, we went to like 3 in a row and there was nothing on the menu, and we'd been walking for 45 minutes." So
Oh, okay.
once you found one, we're just like, "Yeah, this is great," and it's got delicious food. So yeah.
Well, next time, email me and I will send you a list of vegetarian places. And there's a lot of vegan places too that are up now.
Perfect. Yeah. But this was, like I said, 10 years ago. So I imagine things have changed quite a bit in the last 5 or 6.
Yes.
Comment, excuse me, a comment from YouTube. Somebody said, I spent 5 days in New York City 10 years ago, and they're still among the best days of my life. New York City is amazing and worth every moment. Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Love that.
Helen had a comment about my ignorance. She said, Jason, you never saw Miracle on 34th Street? And the answer is no. I've never seen that movie before in my life.
It's one of my favorites.
I know. I think it's an American thing. Like it's not.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah, it's not something we watch in Canada. Like we have other things that we would watch. So
Fair.
yeah.
Fair.
I don't know, maybe is that the one with the kid with the like the BB gun? I get them confused. There's like
So Miracle on 34th Street is literally about Macy's, and it's Macy's Day Parade. So it starts with Macy's Day Parade, and it talks about a Santa and a kid and a mom whose mother doesn't believe in Santa, so she's taught her daughter that. And so this Santa comes along where it says, if I can make them believe, then anyone can believe. And so it takes place at the Macy's Day Parade, and then but they call it Kohl's. And then they the Santa then, is the Santa of Kohl's, which is supposed to be Macy's. I literally just watched it on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh.
It's my Thanksgiving Day tradition is to watch Miracle on 34th Street.
There you go. I'll have to watch it. I've never watched it before in my life. So
and a spoiler alert, Santa is real, is the ending.
Oh. We're getting a lot of comments, just so incredulous, Chris, that I've never seen this movie. I think I've lost a lot of street cred with the Americans right now.
So, but also it also was remade. So there's the original that occurred, and I don't know what year that was, before my time, and it was remade in like 1990s. So it had to be good, right? Because they remade it.
Right.
Jason, I've never seen it either.
Yeah,
and
like I said,
Dr. Honda, I've never seen it either. I have it on DVD.
You do?
And yes, I do. I have a bunch of Christmas movies, and then in class, if I was watching a Christmas movie before the Christmas break, we would have a vote, and some people really wanted to pick it, and it
no,
just
the
never
Grinch
won
wins
the vote.
every time. I guarantee
The Grinch wins every time.
Yeah,
the one with Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, yeah.
Oh, that is my abs. Like that's the one I watch on Christmas Day. So I get that. The costumes, the little noses, aren't they just adorable?
They're so adorable. And Jim Carrey's Canadian, so we love that about him.
That's probably why the kids like it, because we're big fans of Jim Carrey. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe next year you'll watch both.
There's enough snow and ice in that movie. Like it's got to have take place in Canada. Like it's not taking place in Alabama or something like that. Like Whoville is probably situated near the North Pole for how much snow there is. Maybe Colorado. You get like your western states on the Rockies. They get quite a bit of snow. So
I actually wonder where it was actually filmed now.
Probably Hollywood, and they just use fake snow. But anyways, that's what they did. They filmed the Lord of the Rings in New Zealand, and the snow they used was like some fake chemically stuff that I actually have in my classroom. I tell the kids about when I make it. So I only wanted to keep I only wanted to keep Dr. Honda for a half an hour. If some folks have questions for Andy, you can type them up. And if anybody's on, okay, so we got some people maybe wanting to come up too. So folks on Twitter or X, if you have questions, you can request the mic and I'll bring you up. And Chris and I, of course, will vet the speaker so we don't have any weirdos. And then if you have questions, type them up and I'll throw them on the screen. Oh, we have some people arguing about which one's better, the Grinch with Jim Carrey or the original. Not the Jim Carrey one. There we go. So yeah, the original one is really good too. You know, it's really good.
It's too short though. It's too short to show like if you a blast.
Oh, to eat up a whole block? Is that the concern, Chris? Is you want to eat up a whole class with a Christmas movie?
Well, you know, in middle school, it was a thing where the kids were just not having any, you know, polynomials.
Learning. They were all done with learning the day before. Okay, Cottage Oven came up. Cottage Oven, do you have a question for Dr. Honda? Go ahead. You will hear their voice, Andy, and then if they have go ahead. Yeah.
And just a comment. Another great Christmas movie set in New York, but not as well known is It Happened on Fifth Avenue.
Oh.
Very interesting, very good movie.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say Home Alone 2.
No, this one's going back a ways. And something not New York, because I'm originally from Philadelphia area, but for parades, you have to check out on New Year's Day the Philadelphia Mummers Parade. But that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Did he just call us weirdos? No, Kim, I'm just talking about some of the trolls that sometimes want to come up to speak. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. Marjorie is watching on Facebook. She has a question. Great guest speaker tonight. Oh, kudos to you, Doc. Where are you from in Hawaii? Are you comfortable answering that?
Yeah. So I grew up in Pearl City, which is 5 minutes from Pearl Harbor on Oahu.
On Oahu. Chris and I have been very lucky to go to Hawaii twice in our life. Very beautiful place.
Where did you stay?
Maui once, and then Kona the second time.
Okay.
So we did not get to Oahu. Sorry.
No worries.
But Jason, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say Oahu is the main island in the sense of it's the most populated and it has the most activities. The big island, which is the Kona where you visited, is more the traditional Hawaii, where you know the coffee's grown, where the koa wood is, and Kauai's if you like the outdoors.
Go ahead, Chris.
We really enjoyed our time on the island, and I've actually been to Oahu. I went in 1992 with my family, so that was before. You know, Jason, that was before you and I met. We met, I think, in 1996.
That was before me. You got to go to Hawaii a third time. There you go.
Woo!
Well, what I hear is you have to go back soon.
I loved Kona. Like they're all beautiful, but I'm adventurous. So like the ruggedness of Kona, and like going from volcanoes to surfing and I love snorkeling, which is weird because I live in landlocked Alberta where there's like the nearest ocean is like a 3-day drive away. But I just love snorkeling. So there was a place we went called Two Step, which was mind blowing for a Canadian to see that type of fish and things. You know, like it's not something we have.
No, snorkeling in Hawaii is one of the best. You'll see fish that you won't see anywhere else.
Yeah.
The coral there is just amazing. If anyone has a chance to snorkel, I really do suggest it.
I think I would have liked to snorkel more, but everybody was getting kind of all done with snorkeling.
Who could be all done with snorkeling?
Question from Helen Chin, who is watching on YouTube. Helen, you're on YouTube today. How can we order Dr. Honda's books on our website? Could you explain that again?
Yeah, so just go to koasroughlife.com, rough as in like a bark and not tough. And it's right on the front page. And you can just click on it right there.
Okay, so that's Koa's Rough Life. I know what, just a second.
RUFF.
Yeah, I can use the power of technology to do a thing here. So if you this is the website, Koa's Rough Life. Hey, there you are, Dr. Honda. There's Koa. And then
You just scroll
bakery
a little. Right there.
There we go. Oh, there it is. Who did your art? That's adorable. Illustrated by Mel Schroeder.
Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing.
Oh my God.
I love her artwork. She does dogs so well.
That is such a cute cartoon of the two of you.
Thank
Does
you.
Koa have little skates on, or are those booties for the winter?
He does. They're skates.
Does he wear skates, or is that like added for the cartoon effect?
Yeah, that's more of a imagination. We wish one day he would.
Oh.
But it's not. He's good.
I do know a dog that does skating. That's a mascot for a hockey team. So they train him to skate. So he's got skates on his front paws and not on his back paws. But he like kind of pushes off and lifts up and he goes shoom, like he goes really, really fast.
Oh, I love that. I wish my dog would do that. I did not teach him well.
Chris, have you been monitoring the chat on X or Twitter? Is there any questions there?
There is not.
Oh, okay.
Just some people haven't seen The Grinch, but they have seen Miracle on 34th Street. And they said that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. So is Gremlins. And The Mummers Parade is fabulous. That's from Kathy Zerker, and Kathy loves Kauai. And that's all we have in the chat.
If I say the Christmas movie I watch every Christmas, I think people will think less of me.
I want to hear it now.
I do watch Die Hard every year. It's not necessarily at Christmas time, but I do agree it's a Christmas movie. But it is a movie I watched with my family when it came out, and I have to watch it every Christmas because it's a tradition. It's called Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It is a terrible, terrible movie. Like, it is awful. But it is a tradition for me to watch it. Adam and Annalise watched it with me last Christmas. You were busy, Chris. You were out, I think you were Christmas shopping.
Probably.
And Adam, that's Adam is our son, and Annalise is his girlfriend. He's in third year of his science degree. And at the end, he's like, that is the worst movie I think I've ever seen. And then he's like, we have to watch it again next Christmas.
I've seen it once. And I haven't watched it again. I thought you were going to say Elf.
Oh, yeah. Elf is good, too. Yeah. It never explained why a mild-mannered sales guy is absolutely jacked. You never see him working out ever. And he's just like at the height of his bodybuilding, right? And he's never explains why this guy is just absolutely muscles on muscles, and he's like, I got to make the sale, and then he's never home for his family. And anyways,
I now have to rewatch it. I don't recall anything about that movie. I know I watched it once.
Yeah. Jingle All the Phil Hartman, who I love, he plays like the bad guy in it, and sadly he's passed away. Kim says Jingle All the Way is pretty bad, but it makes sense because it involves an action figure toy. Yeah, there you go. What do you have time for one more question, Dr. Honda? Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oops, I put the same question up. Technology. Sorry about that. Oh, Kim says Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie. We're having people talk about Christmas movies now. This is from YouTube. Susie Q asks, what did you do in the pharmaceutical realm? If you don't mind, if you're okay answering that question.
Yeah, so I did a lot of things. So I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for about 8 or 9 years now. I've done everything from medical affairs to medical communication to marketing. I No one really understands what that is. So how I like to explain it is just basically I help people understand complex concepts, taking a clinical trial and blending those facts with a story that people can understand.
Mm. Thanks for answering that. Well, it's been my pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you for giving up some of your busy time to talk a little bit about Koa, the book you have with Koa, and some of the very magical stuff you do for kids, and just sharing your love for New York City at Christmas time.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
I will say, Alberta, Canada is very magical at Christmas time too. But
what happens during Christmas?
Like, we go on mountain hikes. Like we put on mountain gear and we go hiking through the mountains in the snow. So it's a different kind of, it's non-city magical. It's just, the great outdoors magical. But if anybody's listening and they're like, oh, we should come there for Christmas, bring very warm clothes, or you will die. So you may not survive. So make sure you ask a Canadian if your clothes is appropriate for going outside, because it may not be good enough.
Yeah. I could imagine if I ever went during Christmas, I would never leave the hotel.
Once you get moving, it's not bad, but we've been in the mountains a few times where it was too cold to go, so we did stay in the hotel. Yeah. Or the Airbnb. But anyways, yeah. Thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you.
You betcha. You're welcome to stick around and listen. We're just going to continue on with our normal show, but I know you're a busy person, and if you need to go, that you feel free to. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I'm just going to drop Dr. Honda down. There we go. Well, that was fun.
That was so great.
Chris, you never talked about the Christmas movie that maybe is your favorite. Is it a
secret? It's not a secret. The movie I thought you were going to say that you wanted to watch was The Martian.
Oh, yeah, but The Martian you can watch anytime.
Anytime, but you love that movie.
Yeah, it's in my top 5 movies ever made. You know what's not in my top 5 movies? Jingle All the Way. That is an awful movie. That is a terrible. Okay, well, what's your favorite? Favorite?
Now we can watch these movies on our new TV. We got a brand new TV today that I had to help Jason put up.
I thought I could do it myself, but I bit off more than I could chew.
The box, inside the box, it says, please use 2 people.
Yeah, thank you for saving me. I am very, very strong, but I was going to die. I think it would have crushed me.
It was fine. I like, of course, Rudolph.
Oh, the claymation one.
The claymation one.
Yeah, that's a very Canadian. That's more Canadian than. That's a very Canadian one. I think it's got roots in Canada somewhere. What is it called? The Rudolph, the claymation.
Yeah.
Rudolph
has the abominable snowman in it.
Claymation movie. Yeah. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. There's one with Tim Allen in it that I kind of like.
The Santa Claus?
Yeah, I think it's all right.
It's okay. I mean,
what about the Griswold's Christmas?
You know what? That's a good one, but it's just not the right humor for me. Like, I get why people love it. Most of the voice actors were Canadian in that. That's why a lot of people in Canada watch it. My guess, it was pushed by CBC because back in the day, Canadians only had a few channels to watch. So it was probably played on repeat on CBC. So that's what all of the little kids saw because of Canadian content, right?
Yeah, CRTC.
Yeah.
Making sure that we take pride in our heritage.
Griswold Family Christmas, hey?
Yeah, that one's good. Dr. Honda did mention Home Alone.
Yes, I love Home Alone.
With Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, somebody on Instagram said the Rudolph movie scared me so much as a kid. I could never watch it again because of the abominable snowmen. Yeah, it has some terrifying parts, and it's that weird claymation. So it's like Uncanny Valley. Like literally, if you were like a kid and you looked under your bed, maybe the abominable snowman could be there. Like it's pretty. And there's the Island of Misfit Toys. It's been a while since I've watched it, but somebody got banished to this island.
Yes.
And there's
It's perfect.
the prospector guy.
Oh, now you're talking Toy Story Prospector in the box.
No, there's a silver and gold guy. He has a whole song
Yes.
about silver and gold. Okay, well, let's cut. We'll do our normal part of the show today. We'll get to that. Stories of the week. You got Bricks in there, Chris?
I know he's sleeping on the floor.
Oh, he's
Right
sleeping
over
on the
there.
floor.
So there's the clothes hangers from last week where he jumps and runs on the clothes. These are Adam's clothes that he it's like a closet outside of his closet, and he's moved to Edmonton and he came home with clothes and he swapped out clothes. So that's what's happening.
He doesn't have room for all of his clothes. I told him he wouldn't. I wonder why he likes so much clothes. Is there another person in the house that also likes clothes?
That is a clothes horse. That's me. Anyway,
Yes.
He's down there on the floor. He's sleeping.
He's so little.
I know. I would think I'll try and pick him up and see if he'll stay with me.
Okay. Well, I can show off Bernoulli. Come here, bud. Good boy. There he is. You got to come forward come here. Come here. There we go. Good boy. We got to get you on camera for Instagram because it's on portrait mode. There we go. You just make sure you have to hold him up a bit higher for portrait mode on Instagram. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Okay, stories of the week. Chris, do you have a story you want to share?
Well, I took Bunsen back to laser therapy.
Right.
So he's at another session and he just comes home feeling really great, really good. Brixie's doing really, really well. We've got him on some good food now. And so he hasn't had any dietary issues since 2 weeks ago. So that's been a bonus. He's very well hydrated. So that's been really good. And he's so cute and he's so good. And we have we'd have a time called Snuggle. And it looks just like this.
Yeah, I'm like, you disappear. I'm like, where did Chris go? So I go to the front room and I'm like, what's happening in here? And you're like, Snuggle. So like you just like hanging out with him. He's very, very snuggly. Like when he gets tired, all he wants to do is just like worm into you and cuddle. Very sweet.
Very sweet. And then another story of the week is when I dropped off Bernoulli and Beaker on Thursday morning. They were smelling all the leashes that were already there because they wanted to know who the friends were that were going to be at Waggles.
Yeah,
and so it was pretty cute.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah.
What food did you get to help with the dehydration? Laura's asking from Instagram.
So we do the allergy food, which is because of Jason, because he's allergic. He'll say, I just had the sniffles, but really has an allergy problem. And so that I believe has to be part of Brix's day, but I feed that to him in the morning and I add water to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it soaks up the water and it's not as crunchy then. And he actually eats it. So I don't know that kibble, all cats will do that. Eat kibble that's just watered down, but Brix does.
Yeah.
And then we had the gastro food to settle his stomach. But that was in a can and I was having a hard time measuring the exact amount because last time we talked, his little belly was become a Buddha belly. And we had to, not lean him down, but I think we were feeding him too much. So now I have, it's called Instinct. longevity for kitten, and it's a pellet, but then I also add water to it too, and he just eats it. And then I've been watching him drink water. So that's what I've done. And the vet suggested that with the kibble to put it with water, especially with a boy with their tiny urethra, and
Like
which
Hank
Duncan's cat. What?
Like Hank Hill.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
But
he's got a tiny urethra.
okay.
It's an ongoing joke on King of the Hill. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, that's great. But Duncan's cat, George, has that and has to eat urinary food.
Yeah.
But because we're looking at the allergy food for Jason, like we're limited on that. So that's just what I do for hydration. To make a long story short, because I like to tell short stories long, we add water to his kibble.
Yeah.
For hydration. And then I saw him drinking out of the dish today, and you saw him too. So he is drinking out of the dish.
Yeah, he's doing great.
He's doing great.
Kim said, you teaching Bricks to come with the rest of the pack is adorable. Yeah, I've been having so much fun clicker training Bricks. So I'm just kind of treating him like a dog, and I'm in the early stages where you load the clicker. So I click treat, click treat. And then now Bricks knows that the clicker means treat. So now we're working on, I make like the sound, and now I've faded that out to Bricks come. And then now he's coming when I call. 9 times out of 10, he has a cat. So, but yeah, it is fun seeing them all come. And he kind of sits off to the side because he doesn't want to get squashed by the giant dogs. But he's brave enough to come, and he's not scared of the dogs like at all. He saunters around right by them. Question, Sarah asks, who does Bricks like best? He's pretty friendly. I don't know if he's got a favorite person. What do you think, Chris?
Well, I want him to choose me, but I'm okay if he chooses you.
I think he likes
really.
to play it. He likes to play maybe a bit more with me, but he's not as snuggly with me as he is with you. So,
because you need to have like a time slot of the day that's called snuggle.
Oh,
and you just snuggle.
Did you get a DNA on Bricks yet? I have not checked. I don't think so. I just sent that. We sent that last week. So probably 2 weeks. That's what I was thinking. I have to finish Cat 16. I forgot to do it for the last couple days. I got busy and I forgot. So yeah, I know. I'll do one tonight. They do take a little bit of my time, and I just didn't feel like doing it on Friday.
Well, we don't have a lot more like left in the tournament.
No, I was just burnt out. My content on Friday wasn't very good. I'm sorry, everybody. I ran out of juice. So Tracy's watching on Instagram, and she has an update about Holt and Amy. Everyone is well. Amy was a trouble cat being mean to Holt. They are both still cute. Had a great Thanksgiving with friends and was actually off for Black Friday. Very cool. Thanks for sharing, Tracy. TW wrangling dinos. Would adding extra water to the dry kibble for Bricks lead to tooth issues down the road? I think maybe. I don't know enough about it, but I think for right now we have to, right? Like that's what the vet said to do. So
yeah.
So that's something, a good point. I don't know enough about it, so that's good to think about. My stories of the week. Yeah, my stories of the week aren't. I don't have anything extra to share more than we had a super busy week. You had parent-teacher interviews, so you were crazy busy, and then because you were crazy busy, I had to step up and help with the dog. So normally you get them after school, and I had to like run back and forth. So it was busy. Everybody's doing well.
We need to tell everybody about the printer.
Oh yeah. So thank you for we have some things to talk about in a sec, but thank you for everybody who's been purchasing stuff from our store for the Black Friday sales. I went to go print a label on Thursday or Wednesday, and I didn't hear the printer printing, and I'm like, that's weird. I need to get the shipping label on a thing. So I went over to the printer, and it was absolutely destroyed, like apocalyptically destroyed. and we have a really nice printer for the volume of stuff that we do. So initially I was very sad because I knew it was a costly thing. I think a dog at some point caught the power cord somehow and flung it with the force of Hercules into the ground because it was shattered. Like the scanner was destroyed. It's like got a scanner thing on top, and that was like hanging on by a broken cord. And I was like, oh God, I gotta print a label. So I put it back up and it was like it was all disgusting. And I pressed print and the printer was like, no, I don't like that. I'm sick. So I tricked it by like redoing the ink, and it was like it was making terrible sounds. And it eventually printed, but then you went to print it and it's dead now. Like it's toast. So
Yeah, it's like, I can't see the scanner error. There's something wrong with me.
I can't see the scanner. And I'm like, printer, that's because there is no scanner. It is destroyed. That's why you can't see it.
It's ripped right off of you.
Yeah, you are correct to say that it is destroyed. So that was our Black Friday purchase, was a new printer. So we have a new printer for labels. It's a nice printer. Got it all set up. It's going great.
Well, unless a dog runs into it while we're here on Pet Chat. But it would have been Bunsen because Beaker and Bernoulli were at Waggles.
But that's so weird. He would be way back in that corner. Like it doesn't make. What did you
the only.
No, give that.
It only makes sense if there was like something at the back door, out the back, like a wildlife,
like a coyote, probably
like a coyote or a moose.
Yeah, something. If anybody on Twitter wants to come up to ask a question or share a story, go ahead. Same thing. If you are, we kind of skipped the Q&A. If you have questions for us, type it up. We'll do another 3 or 4 minutes of Q&A and then talk a little bit about some stuff that's coming up in December.
Now, Jason, my hands are busy with Brixie here. We had Rafi over. Rafi and Ellie came again to see Brix. They came to see the dogs and Brix, but really Brix. And they were really surprised at how big he's gotten. And they, like, Rafi's like, I just miss when he was so tiny. And I said, yeah, me too. But then he also said, I really miss when Bernoulli was so tiny.
Yes, he's getting bigger. Oh, yes. Susan's asking, are you preparing for Advent?
Yes.
Yes, it's coming.
Yeah. Of course, for those of us who are just new, I do an Advent adventure with the dog, and Ginger, but Ginger's not here, so it'll be with Brix. Now, Sunday is the first Sunday of Advent, but of course, we follow the commercialized Advent calendar starting on December 1st to the 24th. Mm-hmm. And every day there will be a video of Advent adventures.
B. Sherm said, my Bunsen sweatshirt arrived. I love it. Yay.
Yay.
But then it looks like it was shipped from Dallas. Yes, that is correct. So the clothing in our store, we fulfill it through a company called Printful. And what that allows us to outsource the shipping and printing on demand of that kind of merch. Like we do have a lot of stuff in our house that we ship from our house, but the clothing, unless you have a warehouse to store different sizes of things, it just isn't possible. So there are fulfillment centers around the world that Printful has. So yeah, if you are ordering from the States, you will probably get it. I think there's 3 fulfillment centers that Printful has in the States. So it'll come from the one closest to you. If you're in Canada, there's 2 in Canada, and I believe there's 2 in Europe. So for the Europeans, that's where it comes from. I don't think there's one in Australia or New Zealand for the folks down under. Yours is going to have to come from somewhere else. So that's why it came from Dallas. Our books and stuffies, they come literally from our house. We have thunder snow happening right now. Ooh, fancy.
We've had that here.
Yes.
Can you check Twitter? Because my hands are full.
Yep. No, I did. I'm
Thank
just
you.
bringing up. I'm just bringing up a picture here. So one of the things I wanted to mention just as we get ready to close here is if you haven't heard us talk about, we do talk about it quite a bit. We have partnered with Marla Smith. She is this amazing dog trainer in Edmonton. She has Chesney and now a new little cutie. And what's the little cutie's name? It's just escaping my
Kenji.
Kenji, right? Kenji is her
Yes.
new little dog. So
My second son.
right. Yes. Anyways, she trains service dogs, so we've partnered with her on a dog training course. It's her knowledge and then our know-how to set up kind of like the course itself. Anyways,
Now she trains more than service dogs because she
Yeah.
does do classes with other dogs.
Yeah, she's very well respected. She knows her stuff.
Yes.
Anybody that's listened to her talk or listened to her talk about dog training, she is funny, but she speaks with a lot of authority and she's very easy to listen to. She's a very good speaker. Anyways, one of the things that she's decided to do that we're hosting are these master classes. So if you're taking the training at the plus level, there's 2 levels. One is like the lower level, and then there's the higher level. You get into all the master class courses for free. But for folks that maybe don't want to take it's a level 1 course that we're talking about, like for beginners, like if your dog's good to go, but maybe you want some things to brush up on every month. We're hoping it's going to be every month. Marla is doing these masterclass courses, and we have a new one that's coming up. And it's going to be about, I'm bringing it up on the screen there, Paws, Poses, and Holiday Magic, training and photography tips for amazing holiday pics. So Marla is going to go through in the masterclass how to get your dog to pose for the best holiday photos. But of course, you can take this knowledge and move it forward. This is happening on, I believe it's December 14th, right? I should have put the date on this picture. I'm just realizing that now. But that's going to be happening on December 14th. We'll have more information about it. And yeah, we're really excited for Marla's that one that Marla's doing. And again, if those of you are taking the Paw Pack Training Plus, you get in for free. And I think we have like 37 people in the course now, Chris, which is amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool, and people are very happy with it, which makes us happy because we did put a lot of work into it. There'll be information in our stories on Instagram about the masterclass course and the course, and there'll be information on Facebook and in our newsletter and on Twitter. So it's going to be everywhere. Okay.
Steve in the chat said, will Bricks like his Advent toy? And that was the running gag with Ginger, because Ginger doesn't like toys, or she takes them or leaves them. And so I think I can predict that Brixie will love all of his Advent toys because he loves toys. In fact, I actually cannot control myself going to town and getting anything because I usually come back with a toy.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Pat asks, have you met Kenji? We're going to meet him next weekend. So yeah, we've made a plan to go up and visit Marla.
Yeah, we haven't met him though yet.
Yeah.
That gives her time to settle in and yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that's about it.
Will we be doing
sorry?
Will we be doing a sticker prize?
No, I don't think so. Not this week. I don't know if it'll get to people before Christmas, but I guess we could. We can do that in a second. Sure.
Sure.
One more thing I wanted to mention. People are always like, talk about the things that you do instead of just the show. So we do have a on our website. If you use the coupon code Black Friday 20, you save 20% on all of our stickers and all of our books. So that includes the Bernoulli Stuffy. We are very close to selling out of the calendar. We're very close to selling out of Fun Facts with Bernoulli a whole bunch of people started to get that book. And because we self-publish, once it's gone, it's gone. We still have quite a few, well, not quite a few. We have lots of Bernoulli stuffies. But yeah, some of the other stuff, if you want it, it's going to be gone. And I have to limit shipping or have warnings that probably the end of like December 7th. Because we fulfill from our house in Canada, we can't guarantee stuff we'll get to you for Christmas past like December 8th, usually. So if it's a Christmas gift, now's the time to get it because the sale ends on Monday.
Yeah, now's the time.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do we can do a sticker draw or let's do a postcard draw.
A postcard pack, or just a surprise, like a mystery pack.
Mystery pack. Yeah. So if you want to be in the draw, we see you on Twitter. But if you're watching live, drop a comment and we'll put you in the draw for our prize pack.
Jason, this is called Snuggles.
Yes, I see that. Bernoulli has given up. He's been bugging me for pets, and now he's just asleep. So,
is this enough for people to see on Instagram? I kind of tilted the screen down.
They can see. You know what? I love, like, Bricks. All cats, all animals are very cute, right? Like, I don't want to say any of our animals are better than anybody else's, and they're not. They're not, like, especially not training wise. With how good Marla has Chesney trained. But Bricks's ears, the color as they fade to gray is just so cute. Like it
and
is
his
really
tail.
Cute. Yeah, his tail fades to gray. It's just so very cute. Yeah, drop a comment if you would like to be in the draw. We'll send the winner a mystery prize.
So it's super fun. Twitter is not telling me how many people are in the space.
Oh, I can see. Oh, Karen says it's the first time she's seen it live. Well, thanks for watching, Karen. Yeah, another thing we can just mention real quick is our following on Instagram and Facebook has really grown. So if you're watching us there, thanks. I think we've got 255,000 followers now on Instagram and 288,000 on Facebook. We're getting close to 1 million followers across like the platforms, which is very exciting. Probably by like February next year. That's when we'll hit that huge milestone. So thank you everybody for following us and supporting us. Okay, we've got 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Your hands are full. 20,
they are, and it won't tell me how many are on the thing.
Yeah, we got a pretty big crew across the different platforms. 30 people.
Nice.
There's more than that watching, but not everybody's commented. Okay, random number 30. We got less on Twitter, so Twitter's pretty low. 2, 6.
Well, they might be on the live because they wanted to see Bricks.
That's true. Okay, 27. So the winner is actually somebody who is watching on stream, who commented on StreamYard. So that's going back 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Sarah, you have won. Sarah, who's watching on Facebook, congratulations. You are the 27th person in the draw. So Sarah, just DM us and we'll hook you up with some kind of prize pack. You'll have to give
that's Sarah Grostick.
Yeah, Sarah Grostick.
You should say that there might be more than one Sarah here. So Sarah Grostick.
Yeah. Sarah Grostick. Yes, congratulations. Is Bricks
on
purring?
Facebook?
People want to know, is Bricks purring?
No.
Somebody's like, Bricks will push your following over the top. Yeah. I can bring up on my phone the spike that we got on Facebook when Bricks showed up. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody can see the graph. Do you see the spike? That's bricks. We do really good. Like we work hard at our content, and on Facebook we average around 100,000 views a day. 100,000 views a day, mind-boggling. But when Brick showed up, we were averaging 400,000 views a day. A day. That's almost 500,000 people. So good job, Bricks. Yeah, Sarah Grostek just send us your information through Messenger. I'll check it right after the show, and then we'll send you out something. Okay, that's about it. Sorry if I missed any questions. Well, Dr. Honda was speaking. We do these interviews probably once every couple months, and we'll be back to a normal show next Saturday. Don't tell Ginger about the Spike Bricks box. She will get a complex. You should have seen the spike that we got when it was the 0 days without a ginger mauling. That was insane. That wasn't 400,000 a day. That was like 1 million a day.
More maulings.
Yeah,
People were
yes, they were
chanting.
We had a small but vocal people saying, "This is cruel. What are you doing?" Like, aside from the first time that Bernoulli dragged her, which, probably wasn't super great. He never ever hurt her. We always played it up. And then like 98% of the other people were like, "We need more maulings." And like, what? Poor Ginger. Poor Ginger. Everybody's like, more maulings. We miss the maulings. So, yeah.
But I loved when that turned into lick mauling.
Yes. Well, we worked hard at that. And now we did. He will never, he just dotes on Bricks. He loves Bricks so much. Like, he just follows Bricks around and licks them. So that hard work paid off. Like, he's so gentle with cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bunsen likes Bricks too.
Yeah, Bunsen likes Bricks too. He smiles at him all day.
All day.
Yeah. Okay, we'll wrap up. Okay, thanks for coming to Pet Chat. Catch the replay if you got here late. We had a really awesome guest for the first half an hour. Yeah, we'll be back next week with our regular show. If you have any ideas of folks that you'd like to have on stage as a guest, shoot us a message. I get approached by agents all the time, and sometimes they're not a great fit. So we do try to keep it pet related. Anything else, Chris?
No, thanks everybody for coming. Please enjoy our Black Friday sales that are going to extend into Cyber Monday. We've got calendars and books and stuffies that we would love for you to enjoy. And thank you for following us on for our content. And we love to spread joy and positivity. And our mandate is science, empathy, and cuteness. So
yeah,
we're really looking forward to the DNA testing coming out for Bricks. And that's just super fun.
Yeah. So we did have a question from Stacy wondering what type of dog, what type of cat, what type of dog. Bricks is going to be a Bernese Mountain Dog by the end of this, but what type of cat he is. And we're getting him DNA tested. We're doing this big contest where people vote on what they think it is, called Cat 16. So,
well, it's not a contest. It's just a
tournament thing. Okay. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. We'll answer more questions then too. I might have missed some. Take care.
Thanks, everybody.
Ending stream. Kim says I was about 500,000 of those mauling videos.